have mentioned some industries here. Just go to them, like a financial service, like bank kind of systems, and the healthcare and the life science, like hospitals, all these things, they do use CRM. Even the medical shops also, they do use the CRM kind of applications. So the application might be different, but the instance what they are using is a CRM kind of tool. Okay, even the communications like Geo, Airtel, all this kind of things, they do use this CRM tools even. So let me give you an example here also. See, I think most of the people you might be having a network with you is a Geo. So have you observed any time? So most of the people might be taking a package of 1 month or a 3 months package. So let's assume that I have taken the package today. That is of the 1 month package. So within the 20 days, before 28 days, the system gives you a notification that your package is going to expire. How this is happening? This is happening just because of an automation tool which is built in that CRM software when you're purchasing this network. So your data will be loaded over there. It calculates all your recharges, it calculates all your consumptions, it calculates all your data, and when your package is going to expire. So before going to package expire, it starts sending you the notification reminder. And not only just sending the notification reminder, it shows its strategies that we are providing the best offer than of the before. Like we are having this kind of best deal which will be best suit for you. So how do these things do in the software? These things will be done in the software just because of the analytics kind of part. Like it do analyze you from the previous transactions, like previous what kind of pack you are gonna take in your mobile. So with that, it makes some estimations and to show you the data for the best outcome what you want there. So with this, what happens if that is okay to you, you do make a sale over there. That means you do purchase that product. So when you're purchasing that product, automatically, what does it mean in the terminology? That means you have been achieved your sale. So this is how when Salesforce is this is how when a CRM tools has been handled. So not only for this kind of service, any kind of service you do take, for sure there will be need of a CRM tool. So that's the reason we are telling that there is a huge demand for the CRM tools. For sure, if you are good at the CRM tools, for sure there is a job for you readily waiting for you people. Like even if you go for the consumer goods like Reliance stores, all those kind of things, and the public sectors, any kind of public sectors, like if you go for the RTC kind of set, and even if you go for the IRCTC, these kind of things, all they use the CRM kind of tool. And the retailers like Max, these kind of stores, Max, PP Jeans, all this basics, Adidas, Puma. So manufacturing units, any kind of manufacturing units, even that is of the automobile manufacturing and even the pharma manufacturing units, anything they do utilize the CRM tool. Even the media also we can utilize, and the transportation and the hospitality, and the automotive part, and the energy utilization, education, philanthropy, and the non-profitable and sustainability. So all these industries, any industry you do pick, that industry comes in any one of the sector. That industry comes into the any one of the sector. So like now you might be having a question like where to start with the Salesforce and what are the prerequisites for the Salesforce. So to start with the Salesforce, you need not to have, I don't think like you need to have some prerequisite with you. So basic knowledge, you can start a Salesforce from the scratch where you are able to read the English, then that is a place where you can start learning the Salesforce. And for some suggestions, so I'm just suggesting some prerequisite that you need to have before going to start with the Salesforce. Like first thing I do suggest for you people is like having an email account with you. So why you require email account here? So to register for as I told you that Salesforce is in a cloud application. Salesforce is in a cloud applications, and we need not to install any kind of hard application in our machine to utilize the Salesforce. So only the thing we need to have is we need to access that from the internet. So to access that on the internet, what we're gonna do? We need to have a server where the server has been located. How we gonna call that server? Within a link which we have been provided to us. So we need to register before installing that, before when you are going to register over that. So for that registration, we required an email. We required an email, and just I'm suggesting that to use the Gmail because because I have seen multiple cases where the mails, the verification mails may not come if you are using Hotmail, Gmail, or Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, all different kinds of mails. So I have seen the possibility cases multiply when you are using a Gmail. So even for the Gmail also, you need to wait for the 5 to 6 minutes if you're not getting the mail. Once you got then a confirmation, just verify your passwords and directly you can create your Salesforce account. And don't worry, I will be showing you that how to create a Salesforce account. How do you create a Salesforce account? And for that, the prerequisite which I mentioned is like having a Gmail account first. And the second thing is like even the Salesforce is supported for the both mobile version as well as a desktop version. I suggest you people to all work on the desktop. And in that you need to have a browser installed, any kind of browser, and where I have been suggested within a Chrome browser because Chrome supports Salesforce wonderfully. Other than which supports like some cookies won't accept for this Lightning version. So I suggest you to go with the Chrome browser. So I request you to install a Chrome browser if you are in your laptop if you want to use the Salesforce. So that is just a suggestion, nothing more than that. If you want to utilize any kind of browser, you can utilize. But only the thing is like you may be facing different kinds of errors when you're using those kind of browsers, right? So my suggestion is here going with the Chrome and having a Gmail account with you and a good broadband connection. So why you want this? Since you are accessing from the cloud, you need to have an good internet connection. So nothing you do implement here. Only the thing is like you do call a server using the links or what kind of things like using the different kinds of links over there. So first step is to having an email, and the second step is to having a Chrome browser on your laptop, and the third thing is like having a good internet connection. That's it. And other than this, you don't want any kind of prerequisites to start working on the Salesforce. I do hope everyone is familiar with these things. I for sure everyone do have a Gmail account with them because most of the people might be using the Android kind of versions of the mobiles. In that, if you want to access the Play Store, like a Google Store, for sure you need to have a Gmail with them. So for sure I can feel that everyone do have a Gmail account. And this is up to you whether you are having a laptop. If you're not having, I suggest you to take a laptop to work on this. And in that, try to install the Chrome browser and having a good broadband connection. So just make it available in your needs to fulfill the Salesforce task. So this is how does a Salesforce interface looks. So when you log into the Salesforce for the first time, this is how the Salesforce looks. And we do create a Salesforce account. And we do see what are this interface has an introduction class for this today. So we will look into this. What is this home setup? All this kind of stuff. So just confirm me over the chat, like whether you're ready to create a Salesforce account. And I don't suggest you people to create parallel to me. Just I ask you people to listen when I'm telling you how to create a Salesforce account. Why I'm mentioning that particular, just because of there are minute things which are there to be reminded when you're creating a Salesforce account. If you skip this Salesforce account topics when I'm mentioning on the class, so for sure you might be going for the different kinds of links where it doesn't come with a free version. So the trial version of the Salesforce is there for the 30 days if you're not coming within a developer.salesforce.com. So I suggest not to create account parallel to me. Just listen the things what I'm telling, and after this session, you have a good time for you people to create a developer account. Even we'll be sharing the related documents to you how to create a Salesforce account and the trial accounts even. So just confirm me that whether you're ready to check how to create a free Salesforce account. And this Salesforce account comes within a free. You need not to pay or you need not to get any trial kind of versions. So once you create the Salesforce account, that will last for your life. Okay, so as I told you that if you want to create, you need to have a good broadband connection and you need to have a Gmail account with you, and a Chrome browser should be installed in your laptop. So I'm just following the same things which I have been told to you. So what is the first step of this? And before going to create an account, I do have a small thing to mention here. When you talk about the Salesforce, there are different types of versions are there, like different types of editions are there in the Salesforce. Like particularly there are 4 different types of editions. Let me type that and let me show you that. Editions in the Salesforce. Editions in the Salesforce. So there are 5 different types of editions in the Salesforce. Salesforce comes with 5 different types of editions. So these are the 4 different types of editions, like essential, professional, enterprise, unlimited, and the developer. So the edition gets vary according to the need of the business. The editions gets the price also gets vary according to the need of the required things for the business. So I suggest the edition which we are creating right now is a free edition, that is on the developer editions, comes with this developer.salesforce.com link. So we need not to pay anything for this free developer edition, and this edition you lost till we exist, till the Salesforce do exist. And the highest thing which is there in the Salesforce is the unlimited edition, which costs a lot. And parallelly you can see enterprise and the professional and the essential. If you want to know clearly about these things, I'm just pasting this link over the chat. I'm just placing this link over the chat. Just go through them. Just comes to know what is the editions, all this kind of descriptive part. Okay, so now as I told you that we're gonna create a free developer editions. The edition which we are creating is a developer editions, and don't think that there will be 2 different types of editions. So don't assume that I'm from the administrator, so you are telling about the developer. Nothing is there like that. So even though you are from the developer version, even though you are of the developer track or admin track, everyone do create then a free developer edition itself. So there is not administrator. So only the thing which gets differentiated is like the role which they have been chosen. So again, I'm suggesting you try not to create your accounts parallel to me. Just concentrate on the things what I'm mentioning to you people, where to concentrate on what to do, all the things. So then completion of this, try to go for the creation of the account. Just listen the things what I'm telling here. So the first thing what you need to do is you need to go for the link called developer.salesforce.com. Developer.salesforce.com. Even I'm mentioning this in the chat. Just make a copy for you, everyone. So developer.salesforce.com, hitting on the enter. Once I hit on the enter, so you can see the interface looks like this. No, this is not the right thing. Developer.salesforce.com. So just come with a link of developer.salesforce.com for the sign up. So once your screen looks like that, that means this is the place where you can create a free Salesforce developer account, free Salesforce developer account. Got it? So just let me tell you that all the things which are there here clearly, just be observe that what I'm telling for every kind of things like role and the company and the country, region, all this kind of stuff. Okay. So first name, it is asking for the first name. Just give a first name. Even I do create account. This is of Rakesh, and the email ID, as I suggest you need to have a Gmail account with you, right? So just go with that email ID. So I'm just using my company mail ID. And the role. So if you click on this role, you can see multiple roles are there here. So it doesn't differ any kind of change here. If you are choosing the developer, if you are choosing the architect, if you are choosing an administrator, if you are choosing an IT manager. So it is asking just for the role, what kind of designation you are interested in. So if you choose developer, the internal values doesn't get changed, the internal interface doesn't get changed. So the same interface will be there, whatever the role you are choosing here, irrespective of the role which you are choosing here. Just go with the administrator, or if you are interested in developer, just go for the developer. So nothing is vary in the software if you are changing is as a thing. Okay, just go for the administrator. And the next thing is like company. If you're not having any company with you, just go with your college name and just go with the college name, or you can give any kind of random name which you are interested over there. So company name and the region, and we are from the India, just choose the India over here. And the postal code is nothing but the pin code. And even we do have a reason why it is asking for the pin code and the country, all these things. So let's assume that. So as I told you that we are dealing on the cloud, right? We are dealing the cloud. So for sure, we require a server to access some data over that. So let's assume that there are multiple servers. There are multiple servers. So when you're giving here region and the postal code, what does it do is it do connect to the nearest server which is there for you. It do connects to you to the nearest server which is there for you. Just give your pin code. And the username. This is the most important here. See, this is the email ID and this is the username. Don't get confused with this email ID and username. This email ID used for the verification of the Salesforce account, and the username used to log in into the Salesforce account. Username used to log into the Salesforce account. So let me give you an example. So most of the people, you might be having a Facebook accounts or the Instagram accounts, right? So when you're dealing with there, you might be having a username and a password. So what is the username? Username helps you to log into this account. So in the same way, Salesforce also should have a username, and this username should be of unique. It shouldn't be there before. And this is the email ID. Even if you are registering for the Salesforce for the first time, you can choose this email ID as an user. So as I have been used this email ID multiple times, I can use that as a username. So even when you're giving the username, there is a particular format that you need to follow. So first that comes with a text, then after the @ followed, and followed by the text again, and the dot, and followed by the text once again. So let me put like this for these people. Cohort 3 @ smartbridge.com. So you can see here code 3 is in a text format, and followed by @ and followed by text again, and followed by a dot, and then followed by text. So your format should look in that kind of format. Whatever the name you're giving, we don't bother about that. So just this is the format that you need to use. Okay. Hope everything is clear to you people, like from the first name to the last name, and the email ID, why you are giving the email ID, what email ID you need to be here, and the role, and the company, and the country, postal code, and the username. Just confirm me that, because if I click on this sign me up, I can't come back, and again I can't explain to you people. So just give me a confirmation check that I can go for the further. Okay, that looks fine. So hoping that everything is clear to you people. So someone of Some of them are asking like, just tell me about this username once again. See, when you're giving this username, the username should be there in the format like that should be of text first, and then followed by at the rate, and then followed by text, and followed by a dot, and followed by the text once again. So you can give whatever the name what you want there, but you need to follow this format, or else if you're not knowing how to go with this username, you can also see create a username. Even it do recommends what kind of username you're gonna choose there. So in my case, what I'm doing is like I'm just going with this kind of case. At the rate, so this is what the username I have been used for this account. So if you are having a Salesforce account, no worries, you need to create the Salesforce accounts again. You can utilize those Salesforce accounts for this virtual internship program. Having a Salesforce account is not mandatory. Having a Talent account is mandatory for this virtual internship. You can create multiple Salesforce accounts within the same email ID. But I suggest you people to not to create multiple Talent accounts, not to create multiple Talent accounts. You can utilize the Talent account if you're having a Talent account for this virtual internship. You need not to go for the new Talent account creations. Utilize the same Talent account which is there for you. And just click on the sign me up. Once I click on the sign me up, what happens is it will send me a verification code to my email. It will send me a my verification code. You can see you are already using this username in another Salesforce login credentials. You need to be unique in the form of email address. So let me tell you the reason why it happened here. So meanwhile, when I'm trying this, someone in this session might be tried this already. So that's the reason it is showing me like this. So what I do is I do go with another kind of thing. Cohort at the rate the smartbridge.com. So let me click on sign. See, almost done here. Once the screen gets displayed, that means like soon you will be getting a verification mail. Until unless your screen is not displaying like this, that means still the confirmation is needed for the creation of the account. So with one step, I can log into my Salesforce account. So before that, let me check whether I do get a verification mail to my email ID which have been provided there or not. So with that, I can confirm that I can create a password for the Salesforce account and I can go for the further. So I can show you here like for the first time when I'm clicking on the sign me up, I got an error, right? So for that error, it is showing me the error message on my mail. You can see, sorry, we can't enroll in the Salesforce developer account because the email address you have entered already used. To use the Salesforce account email, go to the Salesforce developer. It is asking me to go for the verification, like create one more account. So for sure, no worries because I have been created one. I got a confirmation like my screen has been changed. So for sure, I do wait few more minutes to get a confirmation from the support at the salesforce.com. Support at the salesforce.com. And what will be the case if I was not getting any kind of mail? So what I need to do? I need to do, I need to do like nothing doing there. Again, I need to go for the creation of the account once again. So it do takes some time to get a mail. So keep watch on the account. Just keep on refreshing the screen. So once you get the mail, you will be having a link in that. Just click on that link. Still, I didn't get any kind of confirmation from the Salesforce side that creation has been happened. Still I'm waiting for the confirmation. Okay. Meanwhile, let me show you my older org, like how does it looks, because still I didn't get any kind of confirmation through my mail. So in your case, you might be getting confirmation earlier, what I have been expected. So even I can see on the chat that most of the people have been created already the account. I suggested you people to not to go parallel with me. Even you have been tried. Okay, that's okay. Just keep on the link. Just keep watching what I'm going to do now. So after getting your link, what you need to do? After getting the link, what you gonna do? You need to wait. Nothing doing there. If you're getting these kind of approaches, like this kind of issue, like which I have been showed on my screen, like sorry, we can't enroll your Salesforce developer account. So in this case, just go for the just go for the creation of the account once again. Just create again, but for the second time when you're creating an account, you can use the same email ID, but you need to change the username. Let me show you that. See, let's assume that here you have been tried, but you haven't got any kind of confirmation. What are you gonna do? Just go for the link once again. Just go for the link once again. Enter all the details. Enter the same email ID, and the username which you are entering here should be different. The username which you are entering here should be different. You can enter all the details even. Let me try once again for your case. Administrator and the company is like SmartBridge. Username. SmartBridge @cohort. So I'm using this in this way. Second time I have been changed. SmartBridge@core3.com. Just going for the sign me up. That's done. So hope for the email for this time. Because with this email ID, I'm having a multiple accounts. Approximately, I do have 20 to 30 accounts. Sometimes it do behaves in this way. So once you got your screen like this, just go for your email and confirm that you got a verification email to your mail ID. I'm just refreshing my email. So let it come. Meanwhile, what I do is I do open one more. I do have a multiple accounts for me. So I do open any one of my account. I do show you that how does the screen behaves. Okay, how to log into the Salesforce account. The first thing that you need to do is login.salesforce.com. Go for the login URL called login.salesforce.com. Hitting on the enter. Let me choose any other account. So this is how the Salesforce interface looks when you're logging into the Salesforce for the first time. Don't bother about these logos because this is an account which I have been used for the regular day. So I have been changing multiple things over this account. So you don't see this kind of logos. You do see the Salesforce logo here, right? So this is how your Salesforce account looks for the first time when you have got logged into the Salesforce. So let me tell you that things which are looking on the screen. So the basic thing you can see on the left top corner is like 9 dots, right? Colorful 9 dots. So what is these dots? What are these dots called as? These dots are called as an app launcher in the Salesforce. These dots are called as an app launcher in the Salesforce. So what does the app launcher do? What does the app launcher do? So app launcher is a place. App launcher is a place where it do stores different kinds of applications. In the Salesforce, we do have different kinds of applications. All these applications do store in the app launcher. So let me show you the app launcher. How does it looks? So when I'm clicking on the app launcher, you can see a small dialog box has been opened. So where it consists of a search in that and multiple applications in that. So let me click on view all. So when I'm clicking on the view all, you can see there is an applications, all applications, as well as it displays the items in the Salesforce. Items. App launcher is the place where it displays applications in it as well as items in the Salesforce account. Items in the Salesforce account. So all the items which are displaying here are the standard items, and these things which are displaying as in a travel app, all this kind of stuff are the custom applications. We do create a custom application in the Salesforce in our business case, and we do create a multiple items in our a part of this virtual internship programming, right? So app launcher is a place where it stores the multiple applications in it as well as items in the Salesforce. When I'm talking about the items, what does it mean? So item is nothing but an object in the Salesforce. Item is nothing but an object in the Salesforce. And on the top, you can see there is a search here. We do call this search as a global search. We do call this search as a global search. What does a global search do? What does a global search do? Global search is used to search for the metadata values. What is the metadata? Metadata is nothing but the data over the data. Let me tell you a small description about the metadata value. So when I'm talking about the metadata, how does it metadata value is being defined? So let's consider I want to take an information. So I told you that I do have a car garage, right? So a customer has come to me. So I need to take the information of that customer, right? So what do I ask? I ask for the customer, like, what is your name, sir? Can you please give me email ID, phone number, all this kind of stuff. The data which is collecting about the data is called as a metadata. So what is the metadata here? The phone number field, the email field, the name field, the surname field, the address field. All these things are the metadata values. Even the second customer is also calling. Even the second customer is also coming to our showroom. Even we do pose the same questions to the customer, like same, your name, your email ID, your phone number, your address, all these things. So this is a data kind of structure which is collecting data about the customer. We do call that as a metadata, right? And just going for the quick find. What is this quick find? So this quick find is in a place. This quick find is in a place where we will be going to the different kinds of functionalities over the Salesforce. So you can see there are multiple functionality built in the Salesforce. All this comes under the Salesforce functionality features. So if you want to search any one kind of feature in this, if you can see here, you can see there is a user, right? If I click on this user, you can see multiple permissions over that again. So if you want to search any kind of functionality over the Salesforce, which is already predefined, then you can search that from the quick find. Then you can search that from the quick find. So you got to know that what is this app launcher? You got to know that what is this global search? You got to know that what is this quick find? And now you will be getting to know about these features. So someone in the panelist just they're asking about the list. So let me give you this link. So let me paste this link over there so that you can, this link helps you to create a Salesforce account. So this link, the link which I have been pasted on the chat, which helps you to create the Salesforce account. Okay. So on the right top corner, you can see some features of the Salesforce, and this feature we do call as a profile pic feature. So in that profile pic, again, we do have settings in that, again, there are two more features in this, like switch to classic. So now I want to mention you people, like in the Salesforce, there are two different types of versions. In the Salesforce, we do have two different types of versions. So it comes within a lightning version and it comes within a classic version. So the earlier version of the Salesforce is in a classic version. The latest version of the Salesforce is in a lightning version. So how do we require two logins to log into the classic and log into the lightning? So if you are thinking in that way, your perspective is wrong. So we need not to have two logins to log into the classic version as well as in a lightning version. With the same login instance, we can log into the classic as well as in a lightning. Then how to shift from the lightning version to the classic version? The interface which you're seeing on the screen is in a lightning version. The interface which you're seeing on the screen is in a lightning version. Then another version is there in the Salesforce, that is in a classic version, which comes as in a classic version. How to shift from the lightning version to classic version? How to shift from the lightning version to classic version? Just doing nothing, just go for the view profile. Just go for the view profile. We do call this as an avatar icon in the Salesforce. Just go for the view profile. Thereafter, there you can see an option called switch to classic. Switch to Salesforce classic. Switch to classic. Just click on the switch to classic. Once if you click on the switch to classic, automatically your interface looks change. You can see there's a little change in the interface, right? It looks little red where you compare with a lightning version of the Salesforce. So all the features will be same when you compare with the lightning version and classic version, but some set of kind functions will be updated in the lightning, and these things are being stayed like this from the older version. So even you can see opportunities leads, contact accounts, campings, all these things even in the lightning version. The backend features has been changed from the lightning version to classic version, but even the user interface will also looks different when you compare with the lightning version to classic version. And for the further, we never deal with the classic version. We only go for the developer version of the lightning version of the Salesforce. So just to good to know kind of information, I'm just sharing that knowledge of the classic version. So then now you might be having a question like how to shift from the classic version to lightning version. How to shift from the classic version to lightning version. There you can see a button called switch to lightning experience. On the top, you can see a button called switch to lightning experience. Just click on that button. Once you click on the button, automatically you will be redirecting to lightning version. You will be redirecting to lightning version. So let me show you once again, you people, how to go to classic version and how to come back to the lightning version. So initially, if you want to go for the classic version, just go for the view profile. From there, just go for the switch to classic. From there, just go for the switch to classic. And from this interface on the top, this is the classic version. And if you are interested to come back to the lightning version, you can see there, switch to lightning experience. Just click on that switch to lightning experience. Once you click on that switch to lightning experience, automatically you will be redirecting to the lightning version. Now, I do have a question for you people. How many types of versions are there in the Salesforce and what are they? How many types of versions are there in the Salesforce and what are they? And someone mentioned like 5. So there are not 5 versions, there are only 2 versions. When you're talking about the 5, that means like editions in the Salesforce. So there are 5 editions in the Salesforce, but when you're talking about the versions, there are only 2 types of versions in the Salesforce. And namely, they are like classic as well as in a lightning. And can you please mention with that in what kind of interface I am there currently? Is that in the classic or is that in the lightning? Yeah, I can see most of the answers like lightning interface. That's right. So currently we are in the lightning interface. So currently I'm in the marketing application. You can see currently I'm in the marketing application. On the right top, now on the right, left top, beside the app launcher, if you are seeing anything, we do consider that as an application in the Salesforce. On the left top corner, beside the app launcher, if you are seeing any kind of name, we do call that as an application in the Salesforce. So what does it mean? This marketing is in a kind of application in the Salesforce. What kind of application? This is a standard application in the Salesforce. Getting my point? So what is marketing here? So marketing is a standard kind of application in the Salesforce. Okay. So how to go to the home screen of the Salesforce, the like first screen when you are logging into Salesforce. Currently we are on the first screen. Currently we are not on the first screen, right? When we are logging into Salesforce, how to go to the setup screen? Basically, you will be having a setup instead of marketing here. So how to go to that screen? So to go to that screen, you can see there is a gear icon. You can see there is a gear icon. Just click on this gear icon. After clicking on this gear icon, you can see there is a setup. Just click on the setup. Once you click on the setup, automatically you will be redirecting to the home screen of the Salesforce. This is the home screen of the Salesforce. The screen which you are displaying on the user interface, it's in a home screen. Okay. Then how to shift from this interface to the any application in the Salesforce. So go for the app launcher. Choose the application where you want to go. Let me choose sales this time. See, I can go for the sales application. So I can go for the sales applications. Not only for the sales application, even I can shift from the one application to another application, service application. So these are the different types of application. Let me mention once again about the app launcher. App launcher is a place where you will be storing, like default, the system will be storing applications in it as well as items in it. So app launcher is a place where it will be storing the applications which are there in the Salesforce as well as items in the Salesforce. Items are referred to the object in the Salesforce. Every object, you can see there is a charter account, contact, all these things. Even those things will be displayed here also. If I type account, you can see accounts directly. So app launcher is a place where it stores the applications as well as items in it. And most of the times we will be using this app launcher even. So now let me tell you that. So how to go from this service application to the setup screen. So just go for this gear icon. Just clicking on the setup. It takes you to the setup screen. So let me check that whether I got the mail, because I haven't created account yet, right? Still I'm the step like where this booming. So let me check my mail, whether I got the mail or still I need to create one more account. For sure, I need to get a mail. I think this is the worst case. Even I didn't get any kind of mail. And one thing I need to confirm whether I have given the proper email ID over there. And because multiple accounts, because I have told you that I do have 20 to 30 accounts, right? In the past 2 days, 3 days back itself, I have created 5 to 6 accounts. So that might be the one case which is not showing me any kind of verification for that. So instead of that, what I can do is I can go with any other email IDs. So no worries for that. I do create one more account, but not now. For the next case. Nothing like that, your account doesn't get open. Once you are getting the verification mail for the email, just in some times this mail may goes to the spam or somewhere else. Just go for those kind of things and check confirmly that you are not getting any kind of email. So in that case, go for the account signing once again and try to create an account once again. You can use the same mail ID again and again, no worries in that. See, the mail ID which I have been using for mine account creation, like Rakesh at the SmartBiz, right? So with that email ID, I have been created multiple accounts. So try to use the same email ID once again. No worries in that. You can use the same email ID, but only the thing you need to change is like username. Only the thing you need to change is like a username, right? Still, I don't have any confirmation. Let me continue with the same R which I'm using for you people. Let me continue with the same R which I'm using for you people, right? Yes, you can use for both same as an administrator as well as a developer. Nothing is wrong in that. So let me tell you from this again. So this is about the view profile, and beside that you can see a notification icon. So all the notifications which are there in this account will be notified here. And here you can see setup icon. As I told you that most of the times we do spend our time on the setup and the app launcher. So in that app launcher, before I was telling you that the kind of SaaS application, right? This developer console is the application. This developer console is the place where you can write the code. So this is a place where you can write the code. You can see already there is some list of code which is there here. So this is the place where you can write the code. So this comes as a PaaS application, which makes this as a PaaS applications. Like instead of going for the external IDs, instead of installing any kind of hardware application in your Salesforce account, Salesforce has itself, it do have an own developer console where you can write the code and you can deploy the code in the production org. You can deploy the code in the production org, right? Let me go back from this. And this is the place, like if you want to go from the trial head from here, you can go for the guiding center directly. Like all the things, like what are the new kind of features of which are being updated in the Salesforce, you will be getting here. Just like in references. And this is the global center, like global action center. So where the initial steps, like the simplest way is like, instead of going for, see, let me create an account for now. Let me create an account record. See, let's count the steps, how many steps it is taking. If I'm using this global action, it will take only 2 steps to create a case or to create an account. So directly clicking on that, I do choose any one of them and just clicking on the save. Only 2 steps it has been taken to create a case. But if I go in a traditional way, it do takes me to 5 to 6 steps to create a case. So we do use global actions when we are using the frequently actions in the Salesforce. So instead of going for the traditional way of going for that an object or somewhere else, so we use the global actions, which makes our task very easy. And when you're using these kind of features, which shows the more productivity for a salesperson, this kind of feature will be more useful for the service kind of and support kind of persons. So according to their need, we do create these kind of features in the Salesforce. We has a system administrators, we has a system developers, Salesforce developers. We have a privilege of creating these kind of functionalities in the Salesforce. And the last thing we do have here is like a favorite. So like let's assume that you are opening a record multiple times for a day, for 10 times. Instead of going for the account again and again, what you can do is you can make that account as a favorite, and from here you can access now. So as of now, we are not having any kind of favorite accounts. It is not displaying here. So if we are having any kind of favorite accounts, if we click on this, automatically the records will be displayed here. Even not only the records, even we can go for the dashboards, all this kind of stuff. See, these are the global actions. Someone is mentioned that to explain me these things once again. So these are the global actions where you can edit these global actions. Instead of log a call, you can add one more kind of feature here. Instead of giving a new suggestion, you can add what are the required things to here. I will be showing you how to edit these things also. What does it do? It helps you to create a case or log a call in a quicker way instead of going in a traditional way. So like, see, now I have been created a record right here. Like now I'm creating a case here, like test 3 or something. So I have created a case here. So in a traditional way, if I want to create a case, what I need to do, I need to go for the app launcher. I need to select the application where the sales is there or service is there. So let me go for the service. From this service, I need to pick the case. from the case, I need to enter the details here, click on the new, and I need to enter all these details here, which is displayed like new, like working, case origin, phone, and anything is like case Indian rupee, no worries in this. The case contact, who is a case contact, and the account name, still anything there to inform. So all this kind of stuff, instead of giving all these mandatory things directly, we can use from the global action. If I click on the save, now it do saves the record of the case. So hope that is clear to you people. Just confirm me that everything is clear till the time. If you're not having any kind of clarity, let me know over the chat so that I can repeat the things which is not much aware to you people. Making a case is not a mandatory here. Just I have been shown you some use case of how to create in a case. In when you are going for the further cases, we'll be creating multiple kinds of records in the account, or even we do create in a custom objects for our business. So we do take this product, we do take this class session as a product based like industry oriented training, where we'll be dealing a project how we're gonna deal in a real time experience. So parallelly, we'll be also looking at the trailhead modules which are need to be completed, and we'll be cover all those topics which we are mentioning on the concept of this content of this VIP virtual internship program. So I will have a query in the chat like what to do after creation of the successfully email has been come. So just verify your account, just put it like this. Then after you need to create a trailhead account. So let me show you that now how to create a trailhead account. So everyone should create a trailhead account. Now let me show you that how to create a trailhead account. Hope this introduction about this Salesforce interface is fine for you people. Confirming with that, just going for the trailhead. To create a trailhead account, don't confuse that what is trailhead and what is Salesforce. Salesforce is different org and trailhead is different org. Trailhead is a place where you can learn by your own. Trailhead is a place where you can learn the Salesforce, and the Salesforce is the platform where you work for your business. So Trailhead is different and the Salesforce is different. Don't get confused with this Trailhead and Salesforce. Okay, so how to create a Trailhead account? So to create a Trailhead account, where you need to go? You need to go to the website again. Even the Trailhead is also a cloud kind of applications where you need not to install any kind of hard applications in your Salesforce. And what is the URL of the Trailhead? Enter trailhead dot. Even I'm pasting this on the chat. Oops. Trailhead.salesforce.com. Even I'm pasting this on the chat. Just confirm. Just make a copy of this Trailhead link. After clicking on this Trailhead accounts, Trailhead dot. Just hit on the enter. Just confirm me that is my screen visible, because I do have a chart text like my screen is not visible. Okay, so okay. So you can see this is my Trailhead. Let me do one thing. Let me log out and let me show you from beginning. See, this is the first screen. How does the Trailhead looks when you are going with the link trailhead.salesforce.com. On the right top corner, you can see two buttons, sign up and login. For having your login credentials with you, just go for the login. And if you want to sign up for the first time, just click on the sign up. And nothing different if you click on the sign up and if you click on the login. Even if you are clicking on the login also, you can make it a sign up. So let me click on the sign up for you case. So clicking on the sign up. After clicking on the sign up, what you need to do? So there are multiple ways how you can log into the Trailhead. So you can log into the email which you're having with you, or else you can log in with a Google account. You can link the Google account which is there for this Trailhead, and you can also log in with the LinkedIn. You can log in with an Apple account. I can also log in within a Facebook, and other feature you have in it. You can also log in within a Salesforce account. So initially you have been created a Salesforce account, right? So everyone do have a Salesforce account with them now, or else everyone do have a Gmail account. Just click on this Google. Just click on this Google. If you click on this Google, automatically it do ask you for the Google account passwords and you do create a Trailhead account for your case. So, or else if you're not interested in going with the Google, just go with the Salesforce account. And I suggest everyone to go with the Google instead of going with the Salesforce account, because Salesforce account might be expired for if you're not opening that account for the 90 days. So in that case, you cannot log into the Trailhead. So Trailhead is the account which you should have an entire your journey of the Salesforce. So what are the kind of stuff you're going to do? You will be performing on the Trailhead, which Trailhead shows that your performance of your Salesforce. Okay. So I suggest everyone to go with a Google account for that. So in my case, I'm going with the Salesforce, and just choose the Salesforce credentials which you have been there for you. Just clicking on login, providing the login credentials. Automatically it do login into my Trailhead now. Now it do logins to my Trailhead. So this is my Trailhead account, where on the top right corner you can see there is a profile pic. Just click on the profile. Just click on the profile. This is mine profile. With this profile, we can confirm that how strong you are at the Salesforce. And you can see I do have into global certifications, where in your case, if you're having any kind of global certification, they do get reflects here. And this is the points what I have been acquired till my journey. And even you can see when you are in the orientation, the director of the Salesforce has been mentioned, like a ranger, double ranger, triple ranger. So you can see mine rank is of the double ranger. So these things, and one thing we are expecting you people to do, like just share me your Trailhead URLs in our platform. So where do you copy the Trailhead URL? So this is a place where you need to copy your Trailhead URL. So after logging to the Trailhead account, go to the profile. Under the profile, you can see trailhead.salesforce.com. This profile, just click on this copy. Just click on this copy and provide this URL in the Smart Indians platform. Provide this URL in the Smart Indians platform. Even everyone is supposed to watch my Trailhead. Like even I'm mentioning this in the chat. You can, if you click on that, automatically this screen gets displayed. So what we are expecting you people to do is, like, we were asking your Trailhead URLs. You will be sharing your Trailhead URLs, and that URL should be of public. Even mine is also public. If you click on that, automatically what happens, you comes to know about that guy who is with that Trailhead URL. Like what is his strategies, what are the outcomes, what he's gonna do in that. So even you can directly follow me on the LinkedIn as well as the Twitter, and even you can also follow me over the Trailhead. You can see if you go for that link and if you click on the follow, automatically you will be getting in touch with me, right? This is about the Trailhead. The most important point here is to just making it as a public URL, and just copy this Trailhead URL and just paste it over the Smart Indians platform. Just paste it over the Smart Indians platform. This is the only thing we are asking you people to do. So even though when you're getting the notification from the college, everything, for sure you need to have a Smart Indians account as a part of this virtual internship. So in that virtual internship, you will be having a box where it will be asking you for the Trailhead URL. So from there, you can also provide, even we do share the reference documents, like where to give these Trailhead URLs, all this kind of stuffs. Okay. And one more thing I would like to show you is, like, just go for the settings here. In the profile, just go for the settings. Go for the settings. You can see under the privacy section, public profile. So mine profile is enabled for the public. So if I make it as visible, what does it mean? Is like mine profile, the email, the profile link which I have been shared to you will be doesn't get visible. So when I'm making it public, everyone is supposed to look into my trial profile. So just make it as a public when you're sharing with us. Just confirm that your trial profile is public when you're sharing with us. So nothing more. Now you got to know how to create even trial URL also. Now you got to know how to create a trial URL also. Just confirm that. Is it clear to you people? I want everyone to respond over here because Salesforce account is not that important. Trial account is important as a part of this virtual internship because you will be creating multiple temporary accounts when you're working on the trial head, but you never work on the Salesforce. Salesforce account is particularly meant for the learning kind of journey for this delivery session. But trial head is the most important thing which you should have a part of the Salesforce. When you're passing your journey over the Salesforce, for sure everyone should have a trial head account. See, even I will be showing you that we will be having a reference documents. For that we'll be sharing those documents on the trial head like Telegram groups. So that document clearly mentions you that where to provide the trial head URL and how to make this URLs public and all this kind of stuff. So let me show you that how to create trial head URL once again, because this is most important. So let me log out from my account once again. I'm just logging out from my account once again. Just going for the URL called trialhead.salesforce.com. Trailhead.salesforce.com is a URL, helps you to log into the Trailhead. Hitting on the enter. Once you hit on the enter, on the right top corner, you can see two buttons. One is with sign up and one is the login. Click on the sign up. Now this is a place where you need to decide. This is the place where you need to decide what kind of login you are choosing here. Whether you are going with the Salesforce login, whether you're going with the Gmail login, whether you're going with the LinkedIn. So that's up to you what you are gonna choose here. But my suggestion you to choose as Google as a reference. So because most of the people might be forgetting this Salesforce account passwords, all this kind of stuff. And for long you are using these Google accounts, there is a less chance and probability of forgetting the passwords. So I suggest all you to go with the Google account. Okay. And just clicking on the Salesforce because I do log in to my Trailhead using the Salesforce. I'm just clicking on the Salesforce. And just clicking on the proper credentials for your login. Finally, I have been logged into my account. Just go for the view profile. From there, go for the profile. If you go for the profile, you can see this is the place where you need to copy your Trailhead URL. Once if you copy this Trailhead URL, and I will be showing the place and the Smart Intents platform. So because when you are being registered for this program, for sure everyone to get an onboarding mails, which consists in a temporary password in that for the Smart Intents account. So try to log in with that account. And provide your Trailhead URL in that platform. So we'll be sharing the reference document for those things over the Telegram group. So try to refer those documents and try to paste that URL in the platform. So this platform is the first step when we are generating the Salesforce account. So if they are asking any kind of relationship, anything, you can go for the partner or you can go for the customer, that kind of stuff. No worries in that. Whatever you do chase, it doesn't bother you anything. Just choose any one thing which is there as a pick list. If you choose anything later on, you can also edit all those things. Okay. And I do have any question like how to get internship. We do share you the proper link of the modules need to be completed in this part of this virtual internship program. Even I do share now itself on the chat. Just if you are done with those program modules and you are eligible for generation of the certificate, we do verify your Trailhead account and we do generate a certificate for you people. So let me show you that. If you go for your Trailhead account, on the top, on the search, even you do have a search here, type smart intents, like administrated by smart intents. Administrated by smart intents, just hit on the enter. You can see on my screen, the administrative trial mix has come on the first, but in your screen, it might be there somewhere else. Because I have been open this multiple times, my system has been recognized that this is the most important. This is what I'm expecting for. So that's the reason it is being showing on the first of my suggestions. So in your case, it might be showing somewhere else. So just confirm this, the logo which you're seeing is as a smart bridge. So just click on this trial mix and complete all the modules which are there in this. If you are done with all the modules which are in this, then you are eligible for the generation of the certificates. And our team do generate a certificate for you people. And what I'm doing is I'm just sharing this link with you people on the chat. Just make a copy of this link. Just put that link as a reference. So being you are registered for the administrator, your task is to complete entire modules. And when you complete the module, you can see the trial mix which you are opening will be comes to the status of completed. So if I unfollow this and if I follow this, the completed do shows again today. So admin modules are different and the developer modules are different. Don't compare admin and developer. For developer, there are different modules they need to complete. And these modules which I'm mentioning here are particularly for the administrator. So if I'm clicking on this follow, you can see that is of 26 hours of journey I need to complete. And the percentage of complete is 0 as of now. Once if I click on this complete, automatically my progress has been changed. See, all the modules doesn't get supported on the mobile version. I suggest you people to go for the desktop instead of going for the mobiles. See, in some modules, you will be having a bigger screen. So you need to catch all the content which is there over there. So it will be very difficult if you want to complete the task in the mobile version. Even though it do support the mobile version, I don't suggest you people to go for the mobile versions. Try to go for the laptop or PC, anything is fine. Just confirm me that you comes to know that what is Salesforce, what is cloud. Let me make a quick recap for today. Let me make a quick recap for today. Just confirm that everyone is able to look into my whiteboard, right? Okay, so let me make a quick recap that what we have been done for this day. So initially, first thing we have seen that what is cloud. What is cloud? And what are the different kinds of cloud? And then after we have seen the different types of serving models there in the cloud. Like one is like a SaaS. Don't worry about mine handwriting. Pass. And the different deploying models in the Salesforce deploying models like public, community, private, and the hybrid kind of model. And then after we have seen that how to create a Salesforce account. Then after we have seen how to create a Salesforce account. Let me mention like this. First thing we have seen the cloud. What is cloud technology? But then after we have come with the services provided by the cloud. What are they? They are like SaaS. What does the SaaS stands for? Can you please mention on the chat what is the SaaS PaaS stands for? And then after deploying model, there are 4 types of deploying model. Then after we have seen how to create a Salesforce account. How to create a Salesforce account. Then after we have seen the interface of the Salesforce, user interface of the Salesforce. Then after we have seen what is trial head. And how to create a trial head account. So this was the content which have been covered for this day. So let me know if you have any queries here. So I do have a query in the chat like where to paste. And if you want to paste the trial head URL, go to the extensionships. After that, choose the externship which you have been enrolled. Then after on the top, you can see there is a course. Once after clicking upon the externship, access resources, on the top, you can see something like course. So if you click on that course, that is a place where it is asking you for the trial head URL. You can provide your trial head URL, which shows in the red color mark. So you're not having any kind of queries like. So, okay, no worries. Let me show you that most of the people are asking that where to provide all this kind of stuff. So no worries. Quickly, I do show you that how to. So my screen is visible to you people, right? So let me go to incognito tab. So let me open. So everyone do have your login credentials with you, right? So just go for the smartintents.com. Smartintents.com. Just even I'm providing this on the chat, just make a copy. You can mention your query, the one who is having a query, like someone mentioned query in the chat, you can mention over there directly. I will look into that. So just log in as a student. Log in as a student. Enter your login credentials. These are my student credentials. Just going for verify this. I'm not a robot. Logging in. And then after, go for the extensionships. And you will be having a card which you have been registered. Let's assume that you have been registered for the administrator. You'll be having this card over there. Just click on this access resources. After that, you can see there is a courses here. So this is a place where you need to provide your trial head URL. You will be having a box here. Just provide the trial head URL, just making it submit. So I do have a what we need to provide in the relationship with the system. You can just provide as a partner, or you can provide as a customer. Anything is fine. I can see even some people hasn't come within a Salesforce account yet. So no worry, the registered mail ID is a username for sure. Just go with that username and just click on the forget password. You will be getting a new password for that, for your email, registered email. So try to verify from there and just log into that. So if you want to track your task, just go for the trial head directly. There you can see how many modules you have been completed. Or else just click on the link which I have been pasted, like a trial mix which I have been shared to you, so that it do show you a progress, how much you have been completed. Like in mine scene, if you see, in mine case, if you see, if I click on this follow automatically, that is showing that completed. So in your case, you do show how many modules you have been completed, like what percentage you have been completed. See, if you create your account by yourself, the guided project, the extensive guided project which I'm showing you doesn't get assigned. So for sure, just go for the login, forget password, and you will be getting a login credentials from us. If you're not getting the login credentials, for sure, if you register for this program, for sure you will be getting a login credentials. You might be missing those login credentials. In that case, just go for the forget password. If you are going for the forget password, if it is throwing the error like you're not having an account, that means you don't have an account for that smart attendance account. So in that case, what you're gonna do, if you're having any kind of email ID, just try with that email ID. In that worst case, just make a query on the support@salesforce.com. From there, we do create an account for you people. No worries in that. So, okay, and I do feel like everyone has been enjoyed the session for this day. And wrapping the session for this day, and see you on the next live sessions. And I do feel like everyone do have a calendar. Just follow the calendars for the live sessions. And good night for this day. You can leave the session now.
Recording stopped.